Hello. Had quite a few people asking for tips and instructions on using a skew chisel. And quite frankly, I don't really consider myself to be qualified to give anybody else instructions on using a skew chisel, because I don't think I'm that good at it myself. I got a DVD for Christmas on using a skew chisel, and the information on the DVD is quite extensive and quite detailed, and there's excellent video of multiple angles of the different cuts and all that stuff. Problem is, it was so much different than the way I had been doing it for the last 15 years that it kind of screwed me up. When I started trying to do things the way it was in the video, it was like starting all over again and relearning from scratch. The biggest difference that I thought was the bevel angle that the DVD recommended. Recommends a bevel angle, an included angle between the two bevels of about 25 degrees, which is considerably narrower on the bevel than any of the skews that I'd been using. My half-inch skew, bevel angle on it is, the included angle there is probably about 35 degrees, and my 1¼ inch skew, the included angle there is closer to 45 degrees. This skew I just bought about a month ago, just before Christmas. It was in a set of tools that I bought that was on sale, and looked like a pretty good price, and I'd heard pretty good things about the Canadian Tire set. And it had a few tools in it that I didn't have, or if I did have, I had had for a long time, and they were starting to get a little short, and I thought it would be a good idea to try it out. So this is an oval skew. I can't say I'm all that sold on the oval skew concept. You're removing so much metal off the sides to get that oval shape that the tool is pretty light and almost feels flimsy to me in comparison to my big skew, or like even my half-inch skew feels a little more authoritative, I guess I will say, than the oval skew there. As it came out of the package, this probably had, the manufacturer's grind was probably close to that 25 degrees included angle. It looked phenomenally narrow on the end to me, and I immediately reground it probably closer to the 35 degree angle. And that's actually the skew that I used when I made my burger scoop video, and it worked pretty well for me in that video. But then I got this video for Christmas, and I decided to regrind this one back to the 25 degrees. to try that, and it has given me some difficulty, probably more because it's not what I'm used to than any inherent problem with that grind. I have been doing some practicing over the past few weeks, and I have gotten to the point where I can use it, but I can't say I like it as well as my other skews, at least yet, because I'm not used to it yet, I guess. That's probably the biggest reason. I do have a problem when grinding bevels that long. I mean, other than the problem that this bevel is noticeably wider than that one, so its edge is obviously not centered on the tool. But with that small an angle between the two bevels, the metal right along the edge is very thin and has a tendency. I have a great deal of difficulty grinding that without burning the edges, burning the metal, turning it blue. That's probably more me than anything else. But so when I grind any of my tools, basically, I go from the 80 grit wheel to, I have an MDF wheel that I charge with honing compound, this green stuff that I get at Lee Valley. And then, with that wheel running in the reverse direction to the way the grinding wheel runs, I hone the edge. And that gives me an edge that's basically sharp enough to shave. So the included angle on those three tools is completely different, but I think it's more what you get yourself used to than there are some things you can do with this one that you can't do with the other ones, because this is so much narrower. You can go deeper in between adjacent beads or between a bead and a shoulder. You can go much deeper than you can with this one for sure, because this one, that gets wide pretty quick behind the cutting edge, whereas this one stays narrow for quite a distance behind the cutting edge. Now, for a planing cut, I like to have my rest up, well up, depending on the diameter of the workpiece. A piece this big, like I want to be cutting at the 10 or 10:30 position on the side of the cylinder. If I've got the rest way down, then I'm cutting closer to the 9 o'clock position.